So, since I don't celebrate 4th of July, I decided to do something else. With a little help from my friend ChatGPT, we created the People's Constitution of the United Communities of Turtle Island. And it is a new constitution. It is 99.9% less colonial, and it's for entertainment purposes only. Let's start with the preamble. By the way, if you all have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Here we go. We, the liberated, exhausted, joyful, fed up, and still dreaming people of Turtle Island, in honor of the first peoples who cared for this land since forever, and in recognition of the Black, Brown, Asian, migrant, queer, and other historically undervalued humans who built the roads, wrote the songs, survived the atrocities, and still showed up with snacks, do hereby establish a nation that doesn't steal, pollute, or hoard. Let this Constitution be a recipe for healing, truth-telling, and collective joy. Article 1, Core Values. People over profits, earth over empire, healing over punishment, justice over just us, communities over corporations. All policies must pass the "would your abuela approve" and "does this harm the land" tests. Article 2, Land, Water, and Planet-Loving Stuff. Land is not real estate. Land is life. Water is not a commodity. Water is sacred. Air should not taste like car exhaust or corporate greed. All land is returned to the original stewards, indigenous nations, to manage with ancestral brilliance and permaculture level flex. Every environmental decision must involve indigenous elders, youth, and at least one plant whisperer. Article 3, Reparations and Restoration. Real ones. Land back, not a hashtag, an actual process. Reparations, direct cash, land access, debt cancellation, and "you were right all along" national holiday for Black folks. Public apologies, mandatory, televised, and tearful. Inheritance Rebalancing Act. Billionaires, your wealth was built on stolen land and unpaid labor. Let's redistribute that with love and taxes. Oh, and no more statues of colonizers. Replace them with community gardens, murals, and playgrounds named after local heroes. If you need to keep the statues, you could put them in a museum. Article 4, Education, Truth, and Unlearning Colonial BS. Curriculum equals truth. That means real U.S. history, yes, including the ugly parts, Black, Indigenous, Latina, Asian, queer, and global perspectives, climate science, emotional intelligence, and how to grow tomatoes. Every child gets free access to art, music, language, and dance. No more school-to-prison pipelines. We're building school-to-dream pipelines instead. Article 5, Economy of Care, not extraction. No capitalism. Sorry, Jeff, Elon, and the rest of y'all. Work is cooperative, creative, and climate friendly. Everyone gets a home with a roof and maybe solar panels. We got to figure out what we're going to do with the batteries, though. We got to come up with something better for energy. Anyway, clean water and food, healthcare with humans, not algorithms, a guaranteed income because hustle culture is canceled. Let's replace Wall Street with a healing forest and farmers market. Yes, seriously. Article 6, Foreign Policy. Do no harm. No more coups. No more wars for oil. No more arms deals with dictators. Immigration is welcome. Borders are gentle. And asylum means safety, not waiting in a cage or a alligator concentration camp. Our foreign relations are based on consent, repair, and not acting like the boss of everyone. Article 7, Justice is a verb. Verb means action. Abolish prisons as punishment machines. Replace with restorative and transformative justice led by the people most harmed by the old system. No more qualified immunity for police. Invest in mental health teams, peacemakers, elders, and community mediators. Let's put the peace back in keeping the peace. Article 8, Ceremony, Culture, and Community. Cultural traditions are protected and funded, especially those targeted by colonization. Public space is for dancing, drumming, grieving, praying, laughing, and celebrating. Every neighborhood gets a library, a garden, a mural wall, a drum circle, and a community oven. Article 9, Review, Reflect, Revise. Every 7 years, like crop rotation, we revisit this Constitution through a People's Assembly where elders speak first, children ask questions, laughing is encouraged, and policies that no longer serve are composted. Closing words. This land was never empty. This country was never fair, as of 1776 and before, when colonizers started coming over anyway. But together, we can build a future that's not only just, but joyful. To the ancestors who dreamed of this, and the descendants who will dance on the soil we healed, this is for you. Anything else we should add?